Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. We've had a cloudier day today, but we've had a warmer day today. I don't think we mind the clouds as long as we drop the frigid late March temperatures we've had over the last 2 or 3 days. I'm recording this at about 2:10 p.m., and here's a snapshot of the radar at that time. And as I zoom in a little closer here, you can see some showers are starting to approach from the west. This is light and spotty rain. Some of it isn't even quite reaching the ground yet. As I bring up the observations, you can see that, we've got a couple of reports of light rain, even just drizzle down towards Columbus. No report in Mansfield yet. Cleveland's reporting light rain, but the visibility is 10 miles, so that's, very, very light rain. So as you head home from work and the kids get home from school this afternoon, you may run into just a little bit of light rain trying to push in from the west, but this will not be a downpour by any stretch of the imagination. Temperatures, as I mentioned, are a little more tolerable today. We're not back up to average yet, which is around 50, but we're in the lower 40s here mid-afternoon, and I think we'll make it to the mid, if not upper 40s by the end of the day. Today it's already 50 down in Zanesville, a little bit cooler in Columbus after that light rain moved through. Taking a look at kind of a broader view of things here, let me take off the temperatures. We've got a healthier-looking batch of showers out here across Illinois and Indiana. No lightning detected with this, but it is a little steadier and heavier out there. And our actual low-pressure system is out here across the Midwest, right over Omaha, Nebraska. Our low is right here. There's a cold front back here, a warm front in through here. That band of showers lining up south of Chicago down towards Indianapolis, that's along our warm front, which is getting set to push east. So this low-pressure system is going to start to pick up more and more Gulf moisture, and as it does so, there's going to be more and more rain that tries to break out. There's even a risk of severe weather this afternoon, not here, but out across the Midwest. So St. Louis, Columbia, Kansas City, down to Fayetteville, that zone in through there, they are under a slight risk, or an enhanced risk, if you will, for severe weather, including damaging winds and isolated tornadoes out there this afternoon. You'll notice actually the green shade extends all the way through the WFMJ viewing area. That's a general thunderstorm risk, no severe risk here, but I wouldn't be shocked tonight, in the middle of the night, if we heard a clap of thunder or two out there with a gusty wind as well. So it's gonna feel and sound like a spring night across the valley tonight. No temperatures in the teens and 20s tonight. We'll be in the 40s all night, and with that outside possibility of hearing a rumble of thunder. The first thunderstorms of the day are starting to pop out towards the Kansas City area, and I do expect that zone in through here to become more active as we head through time. Well, let's talk about the future a little bit. I'm going to bring up our latest high-resolution computer model, and we're going to talk about what's going to happen as we head into the future here. Going to start things off with, let's get the latest run of this. Let's start this off with about 5. Let's start with 5 o'clock this evening. This is what the simulated radar, the predicted radar, looks like at 5 p.m. This might be a little slow with the eastward advancement of the rain shower activity based on the current radar, but nonetheless, somewhere in the viewing area, I suspect there's a little bit of rain occurring at about 5, 6 o'clock. Here's 6 o'clock and then 7 o'clock. Increasing chances for some shower activity across the Buckeye State into northwestern Pennsylvania as well. Zoom out here, and you can see those nasty thunderstorms going on at about 7 o'clock this evening out in parts of Missouri and into Illinois as well. Let's go towards midnight tonight. We'll skip ahead a few hours. Here's 11 p.m. Nasty-looking line of thunderstorms out towards the St. Louis area, heading up towards Chicago, and showers approaching Ohio from the west. Our low-pressure system cranking up here across eastern parts of Iowa. And take off the pressure analysis, so this is a little less busy. And let's go ahead then to the middle of the night tonight. Here's midnight, and then I'm going to switch to our NAM model. And I think the rain is most likely tonight after midnight. Here's 2 o'clock in the morning. It'll probably be raining at a pretty good clip in most of the area here at 2 o'clock a.m. So that'll be the wettest part of the night. These nastier thunderstorms back here are going to miss us. But again, I wouldn't be shocked if you heard a rumble of thunder during the middle of the night tonight. So we get our showers, middle of the night, wee hours of tomorrow morning. Let's skip ahead to when most of us are up and around tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We're getting into a dry pocket here with the steadiest of the showers pushing east. I don't think we're completely done with the threat for a raindrop or two, though, at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Here's noontime tomorrow. There might be one more secondary band of showers pushing through late in the morning, but afternoon, I do think we're firmly into the dry zone at that point. Here's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, probably still pretty cloudy. Maybe a peak or two of sun, but you can probably lose the umbrellas as we head into the early afternoon on our Friday, and late Friday afternoon and Friday evening will also be dry. I'll stop our simulated radar. At about 6 p.m., no problems around the Mahoning Valley at that point. But we do have our forecasting challenges heading into the upcoming weekend. I'm going to skip ahead now to Saturday. Here's the simulated radar Saturday morning at 11 a.m., and I'll put on the pressure analysis here as well. What we've got going on is another area of low pressure. This one's taking a more southerly route. It'll be across West Virginia Saturday morning with precipitation pushing north. And while it's probably not precipitating first thing Saturday morning, I think odds favor an increase in the chances for precipitation midday into the afternoon. Here's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the big question is, what type of precipitation is this? And I've got a detailed weather blog post, ericwfmj.com, from this morning, detailing the possibilities of seeing something other than rain. Now, the latest models are backing away somewhat from the idea of snow. They may be flip-flopping, so I'm not going to say, oh, it's not going to snow yet, but the chances appear to be decreasing a little bit for accumulating snow here. The newest NAM just has all rain here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Skipping forward then to the end of the day, here's 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, and this is the point where if there's lingering precipitation, if precipitation's falling, in other words, it's more than likely to be snow, but accumulations are going to be hardly anything if this NAM model has the right idea. Other models, of course, will have some different ideas. Let's hit reload here and show you hot off the presses the latest European model. I'm going to skip ahead to Saturday. Here's Saturday evening, 7 p.m., our low-pressure system moving south and east of us, and this is the zone in through here where precipitation might be falling in a various types of precipitation types, in other words. That didn't make any sense, but various types of precipitation may be falling is what I'm trying to say, according to the European track here Saturday evening. And the resulting snow accumulation forecast on the European, let's zoom forward here, and it doesn't give us much. But let me bring this up in a new tab. Here's the hot off the presses European model snowfall accumulation. Youngstown right about here, maybe a half an inch to an inch on the European. So minor accumulation there with late day Saturday into Saturday night snow. Here's the latest NAM model. I showed you how it keeps most of the precipitation liquid on our other source there. Gives us no snow accumulation here. GFS looks a little beefier. Check out especially west of us. Here's the NAM, and then here's the GFS. It has a pretty good little bullseye of snow northwest of Columbus with maybe a coating to an inch or even two in parts of the Mahoning Valley, particularly up to the north of I-80. And so we have our models that are trying to get a grasp on the track of that low, how much precipitation is left over when the atmosphere is finally cold enough for snow, because initially the atmosphere is likely to be too warm for snow. This is going to come in as a cold rain midday Saturday, and then odds do favor that on the tail end of this we get some snow falling from the sky, but does it stick or not? Or is the precipitation simply too light as the storm pulls away for there to be any accumulation? These are questions we still have. Right now I still think odds favor a very minor snow accumulation out of this for us. Maybe a coating to an inch, maybe two, if the worst case scenario pans out. This won't be a big snowfall for us. I don't think odds favor that at all. But still, I'm not going to take it off the table that we see some accumulation on the ground by Sunday morning. I don't want to rule that out yet. It's probably no more than an inch or two, but hey, it's getting to be late March. We're all tired of winter. Even an inch or two of snow doesn't sound that appealing to most of us. I'll have more updates on this, of course, throughout the rest of today, tonight, heading into tomorrow, and hopefully our models will start to come into better agreement. Our forecast will gain a little more confidence as we head a little bit closer to Saturday. I'm going to finish things up with a real long-range outlook. Here's the latest climate model forecast for the month of April. Temperatures we're looking at here. Now, this is for the entire month, and what this shows is a cold anomaly up here for the month, the U.S.-Canadian border, warm in the west. Here, getting pretty close to average, maybe a little below average. And this is when we add it all up at the end of April. So I think odds favor April being at times warm, at times cold. It's going to go back and forth. But if our latest climate model here has the right idea, and I don't see any reason why it doesn't, the month as a whole probably won't go down in the record books as a warmer than average month. But it may be close to average, which would be progress, considering the last few months have been way below average. January, February, March, the first 3 months of this year, have been much colder than average. So even if April's just average, hey, we'll take it. It'll feel a lot different. So that's weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday. See you tonight on TV at 6 and 11. Another edition of this video posted around 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon.